Hi everyone, it's Deldrick coming to you live from the HR department. Wanted to give you some news on the upcoming Super Day. Super Day is occurring this upcoming Friday, December 2nd. And again, our Super Day is a way for us to enhance our internship experience. We want to create an environment where the interns visit us here at our corporate office. They get to see and meet people face to face, and at the same time they get a sense of how special and how selective we have been in the process. We'll let them know that Super Day invitations were only sent out to the select few that we designated for the finalists on the internship. So again, we want to make sure that we are all upbeat and that we're boosting our enthusiasm and making sure that we are making the interns candidates feel comfortable when they are here at the corporate office. We have candidates that will be applying for a few internship positions. We'll have a total of 13 in attendance. These candidates will be interviewing for spots in the accounting internship program, capital markets, asset management, development, and finance. So all 13 candidates will be here on Friday, again, December 2nd. The day before, actually, on December 1st, starting at 5:30, we're going to have a pre-Super Day mixer, and that's going to be held at 100% Taquito, just across the 59 freeway, and that'll start around 5:30. We're expecting a turnout of 40 people. Now, of those 40 people, at least 25 are Morgan employees, and the rest of them are candidates that are going to be interviewing the very next day. So we would like it if everyone that is a Morgan employee and plans to attend this event on Thursday, if you all could just keep in mind that that is an opportunity for us to really connect with the candidates and not a chance for us to socialize among each other. Again, there's going to be probably 2 Morgan employees for every intern candidate that's going to be present on Thursday at 100% Taquito. So please, if we could all just do our very, very best to make sure that those candidates stay engaged by a Morgan employee at all times, just so we don't look like we're kind of shy or, being kind of, I don't know, kind of selective of who we talk to that day. So just wanted to remind you that of that event. And then the following day, we actually start Super Day right at 8:30 a.m. We are asking all of the interviewers to be there promptly at 8:15 a.m. So that you can be there to receive the candidates when they start to arrive at 8:30. 8:30 breakfast will be served, so the candidates will come in upstairs to the training room on the third floor. We'll have breakfast ready for them and all of the interviewers at 8:30. I'll kick it off with introductions of myself and Anessa, as leading the campus recruiting efforts for Morgan. We do have a short video that will play right after that. And then we'll have our guest speakers come up. Our guest speakers that have volunteered are Alan, Stan, and Shelly. So we'll give them time to share more about their Morgan experience and tell them how excited they are about the internship program. And then after the guest speakers are finished, then we'll roll right into Super Day. And we have 13 offices designated where each candidate will be sitting in, and each candidate will be visited by 5 different Morgan employees between the hours of 9 and 11. There will be a schedule that's going to get emailed out so that all of you interviewers know exactly which location you need to be in at which time. We'll also be providing you with a complete packet that includes the resumes of all of the candidates that you will be interviewing on Super Day, in addition to the rest of the candidates that will be in attendance, just so that you have it in case you come across them in passing. Please make sure that you hold on to those packets and jot down notes, please, because at the end of Super Day, we're going to collect all of the packets from the interviewers and provide those notes to the hiring managers so that as the hiring managers are making their final selections, they can go back to those notes and consider what the interviewer had to say about the candidate on Super Day. The candidates will be sitting in each room. There will be signs posted outside of each room showing, what is the candidate's name, what school they're attending, and then at the bottom will also include a little timesheet of who will be interviewing the candidate at each time. I believe the times are 9, 9:30, 10, 10:30, and 11. So just expect to see 5 names jotted down below, outlining the schedule for that particular candidate in that particular room. We'll also be sending you a do's and don'ts sheet of interview questions. Now, this is we want it to be a very fun, exciting time for the candidates. The last thing we want them to do is feel like they are being, formally interviewed, and this is like, a make or break. We don't want to put any stress on them. We want it to be a fun and relaxing environment. So all of you are very well versed in interviewing candidates, but if you're not, please come pull me to the side before. Would love to role play with you, kind of run through some questions that you may need to ask. But that's why we want to make sure that you have the packets ahead of time so that you can review those resumes ahead of time and be thinking of questions already that you'll want to ask each candidate. And again, these candidates have pretty much already submitted their case studies. They've already interviewed at least with myself, Anessa, and one other hiring manager. So the Super Day is really all about just really connecting with them and getting to know them more on a personal level, kind of breaking down their barriers and really telling them how great Morgan is and showing them how wonderful it is to be part of our team. So we don't expect each rotation to last more than 15 minutes. We will have someone walking past the halls, notifying each interviewer, when the time is running short. But again, like I said, we are expecting each rotation to last about 15 minutes, 20 minutes at the most. That way, because they're 30-minute intervals, if it's 20 minutes into that 30 minutes, and you feel that you've had a great conversation with the candidate, you have the next 10 minutes to go stretch your legs. You can go check your emails. You can do whatever you need to do. Make sure you know where your next room is for your next rotation. But it also gives the candidate that flexibility too. They may want to get up and they stretch their legs. They may need to use the bathroom. So we're asking that you keep the conversations, to a minimum of 15, 20 minutes. If you are absolutely, excited and wanting to have a longer conversation with the candidate, you're more than welcome to do so, but we ask that you just please be conscious of the time so that you're not late for your next rotation. And again, we will have a collection of all of the packets at the end of Super Day, so please make sure you hold on to those and you take some great notes. At the end of Super Day, we're hoping the last interview should be wrapping up around 11:30. We will have lunch provided for all of the interviewers that are present on Super Day. It'll be held upstairs in the training room, and again, at that time, you'll have a chance to kind of debrief with the hiring managers for each department, share your notes after meeting with the candidates so that we can make our final selections and get offer letters sent out the very next week. If you have any questions, as always, you can feel free to call me or email me. And we wanted to thank you all for being a part of our very first Super Day. This is very exciting. I can't wait to look back on this experience 5-10 years from now and think, wow, look how far our internship program has come. And do you remember that first Super Day and how wild and chaotic it was? But it's going to be an exciting event, and we can't wait to see everyone there. Thanks, guys.